Hi! I just got back from the most wonderful and amazing 3 weeks ever. All thanks to vaccination. Huge shout out to everybody who has already gotten the Fauci ouchie. And I have several stories that, I mean, by themselves don't really merit your time in making a whole video about them, so I decided to conflate everything into this giant mega compilation of stories. I say that, there's only like 3. So our story begins a few months ago when I got a call from my dad, and he said that my brother Noah was graduating high school this year, and it would be really special if I could surprise him for that, which I was totally down for. That I am totally down for! But this was top secret. Hush, hush. I told nobody that I was going to be in North Carolina, except for the person that I live with and my girlfriend. And my dad and mother. The day arrives and your boy here tosses on a stormtrooper outfit. Look, I know that I'm fully vaccinated, but with the variants going around and also just like, not even COVID, I just don't want to bring any other bugs to my family. I don't want to give them all sore throats or anything. It's been so long since I've had a sore throat. I've discovered recently this little life hack when it comes to traveling and laundry, and that is to essentially just bring everything black. That way I don't need to worry about like washing the clothes with different colors and separating. And I also don't even really need to worry about matching. I can literally, before I hop in the shower, just grab a pair of pants, a shirt, and know that they will match. And I mentioned that because we were gonna meet him at a restaurant. You see where I'm going with this? Me and my dad and my stepmom arrive at the restaurant, and I hide behind a wall. And this is where the genius of the plan really comes out, because I was not the only surprise at this event. You see, my brother managed to deduce that somebody was going to be coming to his dinner slash the entire graduation, right? And so my dad invited his mother, my grandmother on his side, to the restaurant, and that was the initial surprise. Noah saw her, was like, oh yay, it's been so, oh, I miss you so much. And after the year we've had, that was incredibly special for all parties involved, including this onlooker, because I was watching in the shadows, quite literally. And this was the perfect opportunity to strike. Hit him with that double surprise whammy. Ow. I turn around and I start walking towards them and make direct eye contact with my sister. But for a split second, a million thoughts run through my head, and I'll try and summarize them as best I can. Oh no, I'm not at the table yet. She's gonna gasp, and the surprise is gonna be ruined. By some miracle, she didn't. And in fact, she averted her eyes, and it was like nothing ever happened. And I found out later that's because my outfit made her think that I was one of the waiters. Especially with this haircut. Like, she didn't my own sister didn't recognize me. Call out, Chloe. I'm kidding, I love you. But by the end of that little emotional roller coaster there, I managed to reach the end of my little journey, tap my brother on the shoulder, and when he turned around, gave him a big old bear hug. And that was the best moment that both of us have had in a long time. And I had the honor of attending his graduation ceremony, and it was so special, and I'm so filled with pride. It was also a little bit weird though, because of COVID restrictions, we couldn't cheer and yell when his name was called, which I guess makes sense, like the spittle drop. But it just was a weird, surreal experience. Of course, the only problem with these kind of surprises, right, is that then I'm suddenly essentially thrusting myself into his life when we don't have any plans, and I'm just hoping that he happens to be free that week, which he was. So to fill up the time, one day we decided to go ice skating. I have not been ice skating in like a literal decade. That is not an exaggeration. I believe that the last time I went was in 2011. But any fears or concerns I had, once my foot made contact with that ice, slid away as I did. It was like art. And then I belly flopped. Quite a number of times. Turns out I was not as natural as I thought I was too, because I forgot to wear long socks. When you are renting pre-used ice skates that I don't know, hundreds of other people's gross, sweaty feet have been in literally just like 20 minutes beforehand. You at the very least wear long socks. Guess who forgot that? This boy! Guess who has incredibly scraped up and bloody ankles? This boy! Honestly, forget COVID, I'm in awe that I didn't bring back foot diseases. I was literally rubbing that gross, sweaty, smelly, gross, harsh fabric into my bleeding ankles. I shouldn't show my feet on the internet. But despite that, and a few more stories that I might tell next week, it was an absolutely amazing and unforgettable experience. And then it just had to end with a little bit of panic. Okay, so humor me with just like a little bit more context. LAX, when you arrive there and you are taking a rideshare back, whether it be Uber or Lyft or Wings or literally taxis, there was so much traffic in the past at like the departure area that they made an entire section in an old parking lot for exclusively ride-sharing apps. And honestly, well, a little bit annoying. In my opinion, it's a great solution. Of course, change is hard, and I totally understand that. But it's a little bit less excusable when you have a GPS app. Because I ordered my Lyft ride back home, and God bless this poor driver's heart. She tried so many times to figure out where to pick me up, or specifically how to enter the rideshare pickup area, and just couldn't do it. I got the "your driver is 3 minutes away" text 30 minutes before my driver actually pulled up. I literally could watch her on the map as she would miss the exit to turn into the rideshare area and then have to circle the entire airport again and again and again, and was helpless to do anything. But you know, I'm really not in a good position to complain about that, because at least she can drive. No, the panic-inducing part was finally once I got in the Lyft and we were heading safely to my place, my mother called just to make sure that I had a safe flight and everything was fine, because that's the wonderful person that she is, and I love you, Mom, so much. And she asked me something to the effect of like, how does it feel to be home? How's Emmy doing? And I remarked that, I don't know, I just got in the Lyft. And she responds, you just got in the Lyft? You texted that your plane landed like forever ago, and you didn't have any checked bags, you just did carry-on. What took you so long? And then because I knew that the driver was like 3 feet away and could hear every word that I was saying, and probably every word of my mother's too, I panicked a little bit, which is not something to do when you're on the phone with your mother in a stranger's car, because immediately she snaps into mother mode. That's mother with a TM after it. Then why are you just now heading home? Because I'll text you. That was the wrong thing to say. Chris, answer the next word with sure, and I will call 911 for you. Wait, no. Finally, I somehow, by some miracle, managed to convince her that I genuinely was good and texted her the whole explanation, which she laughed at. Thank goodness. And for the record, I'm very grateful and thankful that my mother is so concerned with my safety, and I really do appreciate that. That was just bad due to bad communication on my part. I panicked at the worst possible time to panic. So that's where I've been. I take that back. That's only where I've been for some of the past month that I've been missing. The rest I will tell you next week. How's that for a little teaser there? So yeah, sorry for just abandoning you for a little while, but I'm back, feeling good, and very, very grateful for vaccination. Stay positive. Oh no, with this mirror you can see that my walk-offs every week are lies! I walk off to nowhere! And I just realized I think you can see my feet at this angle. Crap!